Everything I'm about to show you on this list is one of three things. It either saves you time, saves you money, or it solves a problem. Three categories that I feel make a product worth purchasing. Let's get into it. All right, I'm gonna be saving products that save you the most time or money till the end of the video, so make sure you guys watch all the way through. All right, starting off, in position number 5 is this battery checker. Now, there are tons of battery checkers on the market. You don't specifically have to buy this one, but if you guys wanna buy anything that I'm showing you today, there's going to be a list in the description with all of the different products with affiliate links. If you guys want to go purchase them, I get a little bit of a kickback for it, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys use those links if you are gonna buy them. But number 5 is the battery checker. Now, I chose the battery checker because if you over discharge battery packs to, I'd say, anywhere less than like 15%, you are going to damage your batteries in the long run. Damaging your batteries means you either have to go buy new ones or you just don't get to run your RC cars anymore. So buying a battery checker and making sure that you're always discharging your battery packs to around, I always like to stay around 20%. If you stick around that mark, you're gonna make sure that your batteries last a very long time. In place 4 is a car stand. I have found when I am working on RC cars, having a high quality, all metal car stand makes working on cars so much easier. I have tried the cheap Amazon plastic ones. They slide around on your table. They don't have little rubber cushions on the bottom. They don't have nice little mechanical locking sections like this. You can turn the car 90 degrees or just halfway. You can rotate it anywhere you want, where you want. You can mount this to your table and have it so that you have a really sturdy and stable place to work on your RC cars. I have just found having something like this in my workshop to be an absolute must-have. All right, product number 3 solves a problem for me that I have had for years. In case you guys didn't know, I have literally been flying RC airplanes and using RC cars since I was 12 years old. That was like 15 years ago, 16. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Anyways, whenever I would take apart an RC airplane or an RC car, I would have a table full of parts that I had no idea where any of them went. When I was going to put them back in the car, I'm like, well, this screw is a 1/16 of an inch longer than this one, and it actually kind of matters where all of these screws is. Yes, you can get away sometimes with putting a longer screw where a shorter screw goes, or vice versa, but it can also be kind of catastrophic to rebuilding your RC car. So I started 3D printing these RC car trays. There's actually gonna be an Etsy link. I actually make these and I ship them out to people. I've only ever had one person buy them from me, but if you want to buy them from me, there's gonna be an Etsy link in the description. What's really cool about these is they're stackable. So you can get as many of these as you want, stack them up a foot high, have different sections for different RC car parts. What I do is I make it so that when I'm taking apart an RC car, I start in one tray and I work my way across the top and then I work my way across the bottom. That way when I'm rebuilding the car, I start on the bottom right-hand corner and I just reverse the process, and it makes it so that I very rarely put a screw in a place that it doesn't belong, which I think is pretty awesome. All right, coming in at place number 2 is a huge time saver. If you've bought RC cars on Amazon or even Traxxas with their little TRX4M, they give you these little dinky chargers. If you are using chargers like this that come with a car that you bought on Amazon or an RC shop, using these to charge a battery that is like 1500 milliamps, a 2-cell pack, literally will take hours. I'm talking 3 to 4 hours to charge up a battery pack. You can't have that in the world of RC. You want to have 6 battery packs going. You don't want to have these things plugged in all over your house. It's an absolute disaster. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you pick up a RC car charger that can charge multiple batteries at one time. I use this Hitec X4 charger. I've had this charger for, oh my God, probably like 10 years at this point. It is a tried and true, really, really, really high quality, good charger. I'm not even sure if you can buy these anymore. If you can, I'm going to put a link in the description for something comparable to it that is going to save you a lot of time. And more time saved charging means that you are out using your cars with your family or with your friends, just having fun instead of sitting around your house waiting to use your RC cars. So having a high quality charger that can charge more than one battery at a time. Also, you can take your charging times down from literally like 3 to 4 hours down to 30 minutes. minutes as long as the battery charger can handle multi-C charging. It is a very, very, very highly, I don't even have the words to tell you guys. You guys have to get a good charger. It saves you so much time. In the long run, will save you money. It is just a must-have product. I can't say it enough. Buy yourself a good charger. There'll be links in the description. The one thing that I value more than anything in life is time. And it is because it is the one single thing in this world that we cannot simply just create more of. So when it comes to repairing your RC cars, having a high quality drill set with high quality bits that come in all of these standard sizes for you to work on any RC car is an absolute must-have. I really like Milwaukee drills. I have used them for many years and these are my original ones. They've never broken. I've never had a hard time with them. I charge the batteries like once a month. I work on cars every week. They are super high quality, really nice. And then these bits are just random bits that I got off of Amazon. And I've had really good luck with these bits. They haven't broken on me or given me any issues. I ordered multiple sets around so I could have the same bit in multiple drills. So whatever was the quickest to grab and go and fix a car, I could do. Having high quality drills that you can count on, that have good long lasting batteries with high quality bits that you can rip apart RC cars really fast, screw them back together. The one thing you have to be really careful of is when you're screwing things back together. If you use this, go very slow because plastic strips very easily. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll use these to get the screw in like 95% of the way, and then I use a little hand drill to get it in the rest of the way. Let me show you one other thing. If you cannot afford to buy drills like this, because yes, these are a couple $100, they're very expensive, but they're very high quality. If you cannot afford to buy something like that, I got these at the local hobby shop. These are just hand tools, but they're with the most common tips on them that you'll work on pretty much every single RC car has. So having a high quality set of these, if you cannot afford drills, is a absolute must have, because I have used, you know, the Allen keys that like fold out from a multi-tool, and it is so stressful and so hard to use. It's big and clunky. So having high quality aluminum bits like this with, you know, very lightweight handles, it just makes working on RC cars so much easier. Making life easier is going to keep you in the hobby for a longer period of time. So these are very important to me. A couple other things I want to mention to you that I think are really important to have. You need to have a large screw assortment if you are going to be in this hobby for a long time, because screws go missing, you drop them, you can't find them. You don't want to spend hours trying to find screws. Going back to the time is the most important thing. So having a set of screws that covers all of the most common screws that pretty much every large RC car manufacturer uses is extremely important. I found this set on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the description down below if you guys want to pick it up, but I have just found it to be really helpful when trying to find the right screw for the job. Now, this last bonus item that I'm going to mention to you is not a cheap one by any means. It is not necessary. You don't need it. I just think it's really freaking cool. I bought this Bambu Lab P1S 3D printer, and it is so freaking cool. I have been 3D printing little obstacles to drive my TRX 4M over, like this one you see here. This one is in red because that's the filament that I had at the time, but you could get a brown or a gray one to make the rocks look scaled. There are so many cool things that you can print with a 3D printer to make your RC workshop more functional, easier to use, you name it. It is just super fun to have. Obviously not a must-have because it is so expensive, but it is just so much fun to be able to be like, oh, I really want this like weird size rock to go in this specific location on my crawling track. Well, you can just make it up in CAD and 3D print it. It is so cool, and I have had so much fun with it, and I'm planning on doing videos 3D printing RC car wheels and like maybe like bumpers and stuff to go on the TRX 4M. I don't know, there's so many things you can do with the 3D printer. I'm really looking forward to really diving into it over the next year, just trying to see how many cool things I can create with the 3D printer for the RC hobby. Well, those are the things that I use every single day in my workshop. If you guys want to pick up any of the things that I've talked about, there's going to be a list in the description down below. Like I said, there's our Amazon affiliate link, so I'll get a small kickback for every single thing that you buy, so it supports me when you buy them, which I really appreciate. But guys, that's it for this video. If you guys like this kind of stuff, make sure you leave a like on the video. Let me know in the comments down below, is this style video where I go over like the must-have things that you need in RC, or how to make your life easier in RC, the little things that I use every day that make my life easier? Let me know in the comments down below if more videos like this are helpful to you guys, or if you don't like them, that's totally fine. Just let me know. That's it though. Subscribe to the channel, like, you know what to do. All right guys, that's it. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.